How's it up there, little cats? Come on into the Cat and Tree Studio. Together, let's set foot in the mind of an adult. Are you ready to hop in?
Sitting up here at this tree, you have me, Jayu.
And me, Bora.
Quick reminder, little cats, topics discussed in this podcast are simply opinions and suggestions of the host, hoping for it to help others.
Hey, what's up, little cats? Different intro, different day, different life, different energy. Once again, you are with us. Of course, yours truly, Bora. And
Jayu.
yes, we're still up in this tree waiting for you to join us.
With the
Right?
cat.
With the tree, with the cat. Like your mama cats are here, little cats. Super
Does
hype
it
mode.
sound good?
So sorry, guys. No, because you know how it's a really frustrating recording night. Just so you know, we're recording this like not really at night, but like morning. um, it's because like some of the apps that we're using are just in mental breakdown as well. So we had to find an alternative. so, so I told you when two things are in mental breakdown at once, it's not good. The other app is going through tough times. Anywho, so I hope you guys enjoyed last week because last week's episode was super fun
And crazy.
and weird at the same
Yeah.
time. Last week we talked about the worst stuff. They're not really the worst stuff, but they're just like the embarrassing stuff. But with the first stuff, there's a reason behind those things because maybe it's our first,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? Usually the first times happen in high school, whether it's
Mm.
good or bad, right? And first times tend to have different results because again, it's the first time. Nothing is perfect the first time,
Yes.
right?
We're just trying.
Exactly. That's the perfect word for it. It's like trying. It's like your trial period. If it doesn't work out, you try to do another thing, right? But what's your most memorable memory of your first?
My memory is so bad. So okay, this is a little different though. But yeah, it's not a cute type. But I just recently remembered it. I was going through some stuff, and then I remember that back in elementary school, maybe around fourth grade or fifth grade,
Mm.
my classmate gave me a mixtape.
Aw.
Like literally the tape, remember the cassette tape we were talking about before? I got a mixtape. It was I remember one of the songs, it was Glock 9's song.
Which one?
I forgot. I think it was like the at kahit na wala akong
You
pera.
know that song I was gonna mention that as a joke. I thought it was a
No,
different song. Oh,
it was really that song.
telepathic. Okay.
So that's the most memorable song there. I can't remember the others, but the other songs are like the songs I like.
Mm.
And actually, though, the person who gave me that is a boy.
Oh, is that like a confession mixtape or like
No, I don't know. We
not
were so
sure?
young. Yeah, we were so young. So for me, it was just like, oh, thank you. These are the songs that I love. Um, he's
And he
this
loves you
kind.
too. He?
Oh my gosh, we haven't talked for so long, so maybe he's not gonna listen to that. He doesn't know me anymore.
Oh.
So we were just this kind of friends who are like we talk about music, we talk about stuff, science, and yeah, I don't know. We were so close, but for me it was just normal. But yeah, that was the first time I received a mixtape. No, first time and last time I received a mixtape from a guy or a boy.
Yeah, because after that, CDs were born.
Yeah, but I never received CDs, burned CDs.
Yeah, those
Never.
are the songs you love because he
Mm-mm.
loves you too. He.
How about you, Bora?
I
My gosh,
I didn't receive
no.
any mixtape.
Of
No,
course, it's not.
but my most of my firsts like happened in high school because
Mm-mm,
I had a more stable, friendly relationships in junior high.
mm-mm,
If I'm going to be honest about that, like it's more stable. And first, what kind of firsts did I have? I could consider like my first confession.
oh, ooh.
Well, it's not a direct confession though, because like high school times. I don't know why open forums was a thing or were
Mm-mm,
a thing. Like, hey guys, let's talk about this. Let's have an open forum. I'm like,
mm-hmm,
that time we loved drama so much.
mm-hmm.
Like, hello, what
Everyone
is
loves drama.
telenovela? Yeah, what's telenovela compared to high school drama? And like, so we met like at this room, and then they were like asking me, okay, Bora, how about you? Like, do you love this guy? And your girl doesn't lie, girl. She directly said yes. Like,
Oh my
no,
god.
because even though I say no, they
Mm-mm,
know. I mean, my friends were just trapping me
mm,
because he was there.
mm-mm.
So that was the first time I like confessed to a guy. It was super embarrassing because like he said when they asked him, he was like, "No." I was like, "So how do you feel, Bora?" They were like, "It's fine. I'm fine." But deep inside, no, I'm not fine. That was my first confession.
Ooh. My first
Not
confession was in
direct,
high school too.
because we were
And it was
drama kids.
direct.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Through text. Oh my gosh.
Spill the beans. Come on.
It was the first confession and first heartbreak. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
G.
That was
Spill it.
in third year high school, and then actually, yeah, that was a lot of first. Like first confession, first time I liked a girl. Well,
Mm.
technically, she is like a lesbian friend.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Yeah. And then like my friend and her became a thing. And then that
Ouch.
was during summer vacation. We didn't see each other, so we were just texting. And they broke up during summer. And then,
Oh.
she kept on texting me, like she was asking me like, "Oh, it's so sad, blah blah blah." And then I kept on comforting her. But then
Uh.
I was the one who fell in love. So,
Oops.
yes. So
Yeah.
I told her through text like, don't be sad because maybe you don't know. Maybe someone likes you out there. So I was like that. And then she
What did?
said, "Is it you?" So I was like, huh, "Oh my gosh, why?"
It's like, why did I open this topic?
I was so nervous. And then when we saw each other again during enrollment, I couldn't face her. Like that was the enrollment for fourth year.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't face her. I kept on running away.
But did she
So
ever like reciprocate or no?
she kind of she was a flirt.
That's difficult to determine.
Yeah. So um
You
yeah, she
can't
kind
really
of
be sure
reciprocated
if she
it.
reciprocated the
Yeah,
way you wanted.
exactly. It's not like the way I wanted, like having a serious relationship, because during that time, like he was very sweet to me.
Yeah.
She was courting another girl.
Douche. Oh,
That's why
sorry.
it became, yeah, that's why it became my first heartbreak too.
It hurts, right? Especially if if the person he or she is courting is
Mm,
someone you know and like very close to you.
yeah. And that girl she was courting actually was one of my friend.
Oh my gosh, I know how that feels. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Again, like one of my friend again. So that time I was like so devastated. I cried a lot. I cried every day. And that was the time, Fall for You and Guardian Angel and everything, emo face.
Emo kids. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I kept on listening to those sad songs on the radio, and then I was crying. And then since
Mm.
I think every day I cried, my friends left me.
Aw.
And then they were like, I think you were toxic. Like they were like that. You're toxic, you're too emotional. Maybe we have to give you some space. But actually what I just needed was comfort from them.
Mm.
So, I it wasn't just heartbroken, but
It was
also,
emotional wreck.
yeah. This is the emotional damage, girl.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that was the time. So like I experienced a lot of first at that time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's like hitting two birds with one stone in a negative way.
Yes.
Oh.
Traumatic.
Firsts can be really, yeah, painful and freaking traumatic.
Yeah.
Like for show.
Mm.
But those love stories, we have that kind of like it's after this episode, so like you guys gotta watch out. We have more beans to spill in the next
Oh,
episode.
yes.
We won't spill it all today so that you'll be waiting because like we're those kinds of people. Joke. uh but high school also, I had this the first time. This is kind of different. This is not related to love, or this is not
Mm-mm.
related to like it's a different kind of love. It's like
Mm-mm.
a teacher student kind of love, like
Okay.
care,
Mm.
right? That's the first time I felt the most genuine
Mm-mm.
concern from a teacher.
Mm.
Because back during that time, I admittedly was kind of lazy with my studies. Especially, I felt super free in high school. Like
Mm-mm.
I have lots of friends. I just enjoyed my life, and I didn't know or so in class I was just like, especially it's a math class. It's a calculus class, and I'm not listening because your girl is talkative. And but I was trying to listen. I'm trying to listen, but math just or calculus doesn't really register in my brain,
Mm-mm.
right? The craziest thing was everybody understood what was going on
Mm-mm.
except me. That's how bad I was in math. So to cut the long story short, I was failing.
Mm-mm.
I was about to fail my class, like line of six kind of fail. And my teacher was super concerned. Like
Mm-mm.
she saw that I was like not okay with failing. She knew
Mm.
that I wanted to pass. So what she did was that she helped me out personally.
Mm.
Like she went the extra mile to help me out.
Mm-mm.
She helped me understand things that I did not understand,
Mm-mm.
and she helped me how can I say, boost my grades. Because imagine the in how can I say, the dramatic increase in my grades. If I failed during this quarter, I passed so much in the next
Mm-mm.
quarter. My score, I think, back in the quarter was around let's say line of six. I think that's how
Mm-mm.
bad I was that time. And then especially my exam was
Mm-mm.
like line of six. And then the next quarter, because she helped me out a lot, or she helped me, oh wait, I'm twisting the story, wait.
Okay.
All right, she helped me out personally to increase my scores because she saw that my tests were not doing any good. So
Mm.
before the exams, she helped me. So compared to my previous grade in the previous exams, my score increased from a line of six to a line of eight.
Ooh.
Because to be honest, that time when she was teaching me, of course I had to listen because it
Of
was
course.
just my I had no one to talk to. But I super appreciated that time. To cut the long story short, she helped me. Okay, my story is kind of twisted, but she helped me increase my score from a failing grade to like above passing.
Mm-mm.
So like that was the first time I felt like, oh my gosh, this teacher really cared for me.
Mm-mm.
Like she didn't want me to fall into like the drain. She
Mm.
helped me back up. So she was super happy when she showed my score to the class, and I'm like, hey, thank you. She's actually my inspiration as a teacher.
Mm.
I tell her that every time. Like you're the every teacher's day. Like you're the inspiration. You're my inspiration for being a teacher. You're the teacher I wanna be.
Mm-mm.
Because that kind of genuine concern is really hard to find. So that was like one of the best firsts ever in high school.
Mm.
I just can't mention her name because they would know who I am. So.
Yes. There was one memorable teacher I had in high school too. Not as concerned as yours, but kind of like because I studied in a public school,
Mm.
like the teacher student relationship, not the romantic relationship, but I mean the friendship
Yeah.
is not very common. But that English teacher I had, like he's my favorite English teacher in high school. Yeah, actually he has a podcast now. I sometimes listen to his podcast, but yeah, I just mentioned nothing.
Share.
But yeah, secret. So yeah, but he's a really good teacher. Like my grades my grades were high even though I didn't listen so much. Not because we're friends or not because we're close, but because he was a good teacher.
Mm-mm-mm.
He was this like on our first class. Because on our first class we already saw him in the previous year. He was a new teacher, and then he was very famous because he was this handsome teacher, new teacher, and then he could play
Whoa.
drums. So he was like a heartthrob. And then
My
when he
goodness.
became my teacher in high school, in third year high school too,
Mm.
um I was so afraid because he was so strict. So he was this
Ah.
kind of like, you cannot go to the toilet. You cannot go to the toilet if the classes has started, or like you cannot speak in the class in Filipino, like that. Very strict. So all of us were quiet. We didn't go to the bathroom and stuff. And then one time I talked to him. Actually, he was nice.
Maybe he's just like a terror teacher, but like.
Yeah, at first.
Mm.
So he was too friendly that we became very close. And one time, someone was reciting in front, and he was talking to me. And then, so I was answering his question. And then he said, Shh, quiet, listen to your classmate. I was like, you were talking to me, excuse me. So I just remember him that because he was the first teacher in high school I became very close with.
Mm.
I could even hang out in his office.
Mm.
He even introduced me to my there will be a we had a lot of crushes in high school.
Yeah.
There would be like the crush in our classroom, the smart crush we had in other section. So he even introduced me in my smart crush.
Huh? Study buddies.
Nothing. No, he just introduced me. So he was like, "Oh, this is my other student." Blah blah blah. So it was just like that. So we were very close, and even until college, I still greet him because he was also a professor in my university. So yeah, he's nice. I like
There are
him.
really teachers that
Hmm.
stick to you until you get older, because like they become your inspirations to be better people. Especially
Yeah.
like if you become a teacher, you see them as a person who, as a teacher you want to be.
Mm.
Like for me, it's my teacher and Yankumi from Gokusen.
Oh
So
yeah, of course, of course.
not the fighting thing though, because I will lose my job. Just
Mm.
the way
The
she cares about her students, just
mm.
like that. Yeah. So there are teachers like that, and kudos to all teachers. We know that you're trying your best to be the best teachers, and at the same
Yes.
time, you're also learning from your experiences every day.
Mm-mm.
So kudos to everyone, to all the teachers out there. Not yet Teachers Day, but they deserve all the kinds of appreciation in
Yeah.
the world, right? They're the unsung heroes. Another first. What other first do we have? Not only with love, first doesn't always mean love, right? For us,
First, how about contest? When was the first time you joined a contest?
the first time I joined the contest was
Mm-mm. Like a
was
memorable
with my
contest for you.
choir.
Ah, so it was a group
Mm.
contest.
Yeah, because I wasn't the kind of person back in high school, unlike in college that I do like performances like theater plays
Mm-mm.
and stuff like that. In high school, I was more like I'd rather be in a group than
Mm.
just myself. So that's the first time I was actually really hyped because, like, wow,
Mm-mm.
this is how a contest feels like now. So we are like in a contest, like Christmas contest. We sang Christmas
Ah.
carols and original
Mm-mm.
composition by the organizers. So we actually got into like the next few rounds
Mm-mm.
fighting against other schools, and it was a really fun experience because my choir mates were not as serious as you think they will be. They're very fun, crazy group of people, and we became a family. But
Uh-uh.
that contest was, when was that, 2008
This was
or
in
high
high
school?
school.
Yeah, I
Mm.
was exempted in music class, so I didn't know anything about music. I just
That's
got
the
like
problem.
that was like my highest grade because I was part of the choir. I was exempted. Yeah, that was my first contest. How about, did you join any like solo singing contests or anything?
A lot in elementary, because in high school I didn't have opportunity because my section wasn't in the higher sections, I was in
Ah,
the middle section, so
same.
never had a opportunity. But in elementary, I was able to join quiz bee, singing contest.
Nice.
But the biggest competition I joined was math quiz bee. And I
Ah,
hated math. Actually, I just didn't have a choice. It was a battle between private schools and I don't know why they put me in math quiz B, but actually the audition was kind of like our teachers would give us quiz in our classes, and then whoever gets the highest scores, they will compete, or they will
participate.
be not exactly participate, but one of the choices.
Ah, okay.
Like there will be top 3,
Yes.
and then they will choose between you, like all of the grades, like from first grade, no, from third grade to sixth grade.
Mm.
And then I remember in science quiz b, I was like the second place. I was the second placer, and then I got the first place in spelling, math, and general information.
Mm.
And I also auditioned in the singing contest, but I was the third. So, I don't know who chose, and I don't know who put me in math, because I'd
I was like,
rather
whose
play.
decision is this?
Yeah, I'd rather join the spelling bee.
Yeah, it's easier,
Yeah.
and math is just.
So in science quiz B, the one who played, or the one who represented the school, was the third placer, because the first placer represented another game, or another, yeah, I forgot which one. So
Mm.
she was like, "Oh, why did you leave me in science?" Blah blah. I was like, Why are you complaining? Do you want math? I'll give it to you."
Yours, just get it if you wish.
Well, actually, she is just fifth grade, and the math I was studying that time for the quiz B was for high school.
Okay.
So I almost cried. I don't want to do this anymore. That was the first time I joined a very big competition.
How was the quiz be like? Were you able to like?
No, I didn't answer anything. No, I got 3 correct answers. Just that.
Better than zero.
Yeah. But
Hello.
it was so difficult, really.
Yeah, but remember, three is better than zero.
0.
At least you're not the egg. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Because I
cannot
feel like if
forget
I
that.
join that math quiz bee, I'll just get zero. On like first question, I'm out. That's how my math skills are. But I'm
Well,
pretty
actually,
sure there
my
are lots
skill
of
was not
firsts,
good.
right? What?
Yeah. I mean, my skill was not good for math.
Huh.
No,
How about now?
still not. Basic math will
Needs.
do, but not algebra or
If,
stuff. Yeah.
if you owe me money, of course, I can remember.
I can
There,
compute.
yeah, that's like mental math. Very simple.
Wow.
Yeah. If you owe me money. But then, there are a lot of firsts in different categories.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be like the most embarrassing or the most, grand firsts. There are a lot of the small firsts that we don't notice. So if you guys
Mm-mm.
have other firsts, but keeping them rated PG still, all
Yes,
right, if you
please.
have those firsts, please leave them down at the comments below, and our DM is open as well for you to just slip in, and then maybe we can share it with the community on your thoughts on your
Yeah.
firsts, and other topics that we had on this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And yeah, that I think that's all for tonight, today,
Tomorrow and
wherever.
yesterday.
Yeah, and
Right?
then we'll just see you again next week. Have a great weekend, and thank you for listening.
Meow.
Goodbye. And that's all the time that we have for today. We hope you learned something from our discussion. Don't worry though, this ain't the end. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for more. And make sure to click like, follow, and subscribe.
New episodes are out every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, so be sure to turn on your notifications to keep you updated. Let's now climb back down and see each other again. Same tree, same place, same people. Bora
And you.
see y'all real soon. Keep safe and God bless.